Honestly, you don't want to miss this. Well, welcome along to Barbecue Life. A great barbecue doesn't cost a fortune. Today we are making flame grilled smash burgers. So flame grilled smash burger doesn't really go together, but today it does. It's less of a recipe cook, more of a technique cook. Let's just crack straight on with it. So recipe wise, we're going to make ourselves a burger sauce. I'm not here to teach you how to make a burger sauce. You can make it however you want. I wanted something with a bit of spice in it. We started off with some onion, salt in the bottom of the pot, a couple of teaspoons of mayonnaise, nice little squirt of mustard, a little bit of ketchup, and then whack a load of sriracha in there, and then a bit of pickle juice. Give that a nice mix around, taste it, make sure you're happy. Mine was spot on straight away, exactly what I wanted. If you don't want the spice, take the spice out, add more ketchup, whatever works for you. Just make that up in advance, let it sit in the fridge for a little while, let everything sort of get to know each other. So for this cook, I've really been craving, dirty burger. You stop off at the burger wagon when you shouldn't do, and it's not the best food in the world, but it's just dirty, and that's what I've been craving. So this is kind of what this is. So I've chopped up some onion, nice and chunky. I don't want thin slivers, I want big chunks of onion. We're just going to get that cooking on cast iron skillet, cast iron half moon. We've set this up for direct cooking, so we've got a nice bit of charcoal underneath. When we're aiming for 250, so we're sort of 3 fingers in the bottom vent and the top vent is all the way open. And if you're still not quite reaching it, you can crack that hinge open just slightly just to increase the airflow. We're just going to move them onion rounds on there. As I say, it's not a massive recipe cook this. It's more the technique on the burgers. So get your onions cooked down, we'll take them off, put them back in a bowl. And then when I'm doing smash burgers, I like to cook them in batches. So I'll do each person's one individually. So we've got them onions off, toast off some brioche buns, which I don't think I actually got on camera. I just picked the ones up from Lidl's, nice seeded ones, they were on offer. Get them toasted off as well, and then our burgers. So we've got 20% fat mince, same as always for when I do smashes. I picked this up from Morrison's. They do the loose grind still, not this vac pack stuff that's a pain in the arse. And I really like that for smash burgers, being able to have that loose grind and you get a better spread. I believe you get a better sear out of it as well. So I just boiled these up into balls. These are just under 100 grams each. Drop it down onto your half moon plancher. Smash it down. I always use greaseproof paper. If you don't know why, go and watch the black pudding burger video where I didn't use greaseproof paper, and you can see that it didn't work very well. Smash them down, wait for that colour to change, start to come up the side, getting little pools of fat developing. At this point, we're going to scrape in underneath that burger, get it loosened up on that cast iron, get them both loosened up, and then we're going to flip it over onto our grill grate the other side that's got our bit of charcoal underneath. The fat is going to walk straight out of that, straight onto the charcoal underneath, and that's going to give you a nice big burst of flame. That's where we get our flame grilled from. So we've got Maillard reaction from the smashing down, that really nice crisp that you like from a smash burger. What I feel a smash burger is missing is that flame grilled flavour. So by doing this, turning it over, whacking it over that heat and letting them flames come up and catch it and finish it off, you get the best of both worlds. For me, it is the best way to be cooking a smash burger. Yeah, you can turn it back over on that plate and you'll get yourself a nice crispy, lacy smash burger, but I like this extra bit of flavour on here. I now whack a bit of burger cheese on there. Just that plastic stuff, dirty burger cheese. This is exactly what I wanted at this point. Close the lid just for 30 seconds or so. Let that flame still tickle underneath, flavouring them patties, melting that cheese. And then it's time to build. So I'm just using the one bun today. I'm going to stack them burgers up, whack a few pickles on there, get them onions on top. if you are cooking in batches, then them onions you can drop them back on the grill while you're doing your smash burgers, just to reheat them back up, which is what I did, I forgot to say. Get them onions on top of that, drip your burger sauce on the top, use my recipe, use your own recipe, use it out of bottle, whatever works for you. Plenty of sauce on there, crown it off, and then it's time to give it a taste. So, flame grilled smash burger, best of both worlds, crisp from the smash, flavour from the flame. That's just filthy. It's got dripping sauce everywhere. Like I say, it's a smash burger, but then it's got that flame grilled taste as well. Best of both worlds, absolutely fantastic. I'm going to wrap this up pretty quick because I can't wait to get this in my mouth. If you like what we're doing here at Barbecue Life, then please do subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave me a comment, let me know what you think, especially if you give these a go. Tell me how you get on with them, and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot. Not everybody's subscribed that's watching. There's only about 80% of people, sorry, about 20% of people subscribed, 8% of people not subscribed that are watching the videos. So if you got this far, do please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. Cheers. So good. Messy.